G'day guys, here we are with another video for Old Rigs Down Under. Bit of an interesting unloading procedure we're going to try and attempt today. So I'll just pan around so you can see. So we've got the F model there. Zoom in a little bit so you can see it. No front axle, no wheels, no back of chassis. So yeah, we've got to try and lift the thing up enough to get it off the trailer, and then my plan is to drive the trailer forward from underneath it. Now in the front of it, I've got, so where the yellow jib of the crane is there, I've got a couple of blocks of wood in against the front of it there, so hopefully the chains don't want to foul on the front of the cabin when I lift the thing up. So that's the theory. So it's just going to be a little bit of trial and error. With the tractor and loader here, I'm lifting from just behind the rear cross member. So as it lifts, I'm hoping it'll just want to pull it backwards a little bit. So between those two things, between the tractor wanting to lift it ever so slightly backwards and the blocks of wood in the front, I'm hoping that it will just want to come back slightly as it lifts. It'd be nice if I didn't have to move the green truck back at all. I know it's probably asking a little bit too much. It's probably trying to cheat a little bit, I suppose. But anyway, I'll give it a bit of a go at that. I'm just going to undo these chains, then I'll start both machines up and get a bit of noise going. That's the other thing, I'm not quite sure how it'll go. I mean, whether this speaker just picks up, just the drowning, the sound of the two engines. But anyway, once we get going, you're not here to listen to me yabber on with rubbish. So I think we should probably give it a go at that. I've got the ramps on the trailer down. So yeah, once I've got 3 chains holding the truck, one either side, and then one either side of the front, and then one at the back there. So I think, in theory, once they're undone, I'll take a little bit of weight, probably with the tractor first, and then maybe with the yellow crane, and we'll just see what it wants to do. That's about all we can do. Some of this stuff's trial and error. You don't. There's probably no two jobs that are ever the same. If it had an old bumper bar or something like that, it'd be pretty good to put on there. If it doesn't work, I'll have to pull the green truck forward, get it out of the way, and I'll start the crane a bit further away from the blue truck. The thing you've got to be mindful a little bit as well with the crane, it doesn't go all the way down to the ground, so I'm hoping that I've left enough length in those rams to lower it to ground. It'll be touch and go, but anyway, we'll get it fairly close, and if not, we'll stack it on a couple of truck tyres or do something. We'll be able to get it right. So that's the plan. We're going to run with it. Going to make a bit of noise, undo a few chains, and just see what it wants to do. Wish me luck. going to change my plan there a little bit. Might just wrap it around each chassis rail, just so it doesn't want to tip. that's an absolute success. Very happy with that. We'll get the camera back down where you can see it. Probably missed half of that, but anyway. Yeah, it went really well. The block of wood in under the front of it, so I stacked the square one in against the radiator that touched either side of the framework so it wouldn't damage the core, because it still looks okay in this truck. Stacked another one on the bottom below that, then a big round one to sort of, you know, probably a foot in diameter or something like that, and that just stepped it out enough. As you saw, we never really went all that close to it. And back here, yeah, chaining both sides I think was a safe option. But yeah, other than that, I'm really happy. So I did have visions of moving that other one forward up the trailer like I mentioned, so to get away with just doing that, I mean, there's nothing worse than having to, you know, chain and bloody move something then rechain it again. So as it is now, I'll just be able to back a tractor up to that other one with a big stiff bar there and just drag it straight off. So this one was always going to be the more difficult one, so yeah, very, very happy with that. So yeah, sometimes it's a bit hard on your own. It's always good to have a second set of eyes, especially when I was driving the truck forward. I just made sure I had enough clearance and kept a pretty good eye on my mirrors, but yeah, it's always pretty handy when you've got just a second person there and they can be looking in your mirror telling you to woo up or, you know, keep moving or whatever. Just you never know when something like that, you might hook an airline or an old cable or something on something on the trailer, and it just, you know, while it's up in the air like that, as you can see, it's fairly touchy. You don't want to, you want to limit it as much as possible, any excess movement of what you're trying to lift off, so it's just safer that way. So anyway, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, and that'll just about do me for today. I'll unhook the tractor and unhook the crane. As I said earlier, you've got to be a little bit careful with this crane. You run out of stroke. As you can see with those rams there, they're right down, they're as low as they can go, and if you can see forward to where the boom is, it's not touching the ground, whereas this, you know, the tractor, it'll obviously lift right, would lower right to the ground. So very nearly got caught there. Like I say, we're completely out of stroke on those rams, but it's down enough, and the slack's off the chain. I can undo the chain, so close, but yeah, would have been a real pain in the arse if I had to block it and then rechain it. Like you say, you never want to have to do these things twice, so maybe more good luck than good management, but yeah, it was nice to see the slack come off the chains just before the rams went all the way down. So like I said, pretty happy with all that. Fairly successful operation. You know, it's one thing to get the thing dragged all the way home, chain it on, make sure it doesn't move on your journey, but to get the thing unloaded there like that with no real hassles, yeah, I reckon it's a pretty good result. So before I get too far ahead of myself, I think I'm going to pull the pin for today. So thanks for watching. Yeah, hopefully there'll be some more content like this. We might even set the camera up to get the other truck off yet with the stiff bar. We'll just see. I'll probably need a second person for that. But anyway, thanks for watching today. Please like the video, comment, ask me questions, tell me what I could have done better, what might have been a safer way to do it. Always open to ideas like this. Another theory I had was to put a big frame above the truck, like a spreader bar type arrangement, with chains coming up on the front and chains coming up on the back as well. But at that height, I just don't know if the crane would have enough strength and enough reach to be able to do it right up in the air. So for what I did today, I felt as though it wasn't a bad way to go about it. But yeah, please, if you've got any feedback, let me know. We're all learning here and all trying to help each other out. So yeah, like the video, comment, I'll get back to you when I can, and always good to see what you've got to say. And yeah, please subscribe to the channel, tell your mates about it. The more people we can get watching, the better the content will be, and yeah, just better for everyone. and with all your feedback you can help me get better too. So I'll sign off at that. Good on you, cheers, and we'll see you next video.